Hello everyone, it's Friday, and you know what that means. Welcome along to episode number 96 of our F1 Manager 24 Chaseliner to Glory series here on the Rockstar Pool 69 channel. If you haven't yet liked, commented, subscribed, turned on them post notifications to let you know when a new episode drops, you are missing out, because we have a banger. We're going to end February in the way we start, with a banger. It's a banger that big. Okay. That it's going to outdo March. Because Team Chaseliner, Constructors Champions for 2027. Come on! And that's not the only thing that we're going to be walking away with from at the end of the season, because we're going to get a driver's title. It's going to be a case of who gets it between Theo and Antonelli. I think it's getting rather close between the two. It's getting rather personal as well. It's literally 3 points in it. 3 points is the difference. But the Angels, they landed and are the fastest pit crew of the season. It's amazing how they've progressed. It's amazing how they've progressed. This is why you put all the time and effort into it and invest in your pit crew. Gabriel Mini. Have we got any in the F2 Championship? No. But we know that Oot is the F3 champion. Because, well... Nombele did well in F thing as well. Okay. But, yeah. Oot. F3 champion. Anyway, let's get some monies in for the team, because we like monies. And then we're going to go to Mexico. Mexico! Take that, Sergio Jerez. Alright then, on to Q1, where there's rain in the forecast. That's interesting. Rain in the forecast here at Mexico. I did not see that coming. I certainly didn't see that coming. I can close that down, can't I? Right, let me go up here. Yeah, I've got a few minutes there left before we move onwards. Anyway, hopefully we get through this session, no problem, as Pourchaire... Well, Antonelli goes faster, 14 flat, 14.2 for Pourchaire.
Pretty decent lap.
And the rest are... I say the rest are not even close. Verstappen gets his nose in there. And any moment now, the rain should start.
Light rain
in 2 to 3 minutes, says Bono. Everyone else is going to get out quick and try to better their laps. Piastri is not going to better his lap. He's stuck in traffic. Although he'll get his own back right about now and stick everyone else in traffic. That's how that works. Ah, here's the rain. Here is the rain. I see the rain, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the rain. Or I'll do Travis. Who remembers Travis? Why does it always rain on me? Is it because I lied when I was 17? That was actually a low-key banger song, was Travis's Rain. As well as Sing. Who remembers that song as well from Travis? They were 2 low-key banger songs. But speaking of low-key bangers, we lose Yuki Tsunoda, Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, Logan Sargent, Guan Yu Zhou and Judas Lawson from that session. And we're going to move swiftly on to Q2 and forget all about Lawson. Yeah, I'll see if that's on YouTube later, because it was the clash at Bowman Gray in NASCAR. Anyway, Q2, it's pissing down with rain. And we're going to get our laps in now, because I've got a feeling. That Ricciardo might get in. Nah, Ricciardo's well out of the way. Well out of the way. As we come through the Peritala. Pourchaire. Where's Antonelli? Well, Pourchaire's over the line first. Antonelli's over the line second. Antonelli just about 10th off Pourchaire, which is interesting. And everyone else not even close. Then Stroll comes and whips it out and slaps it down on the table. Now it's gone to damp. I say we get an interlap in now as well. I tell you, whatever the problem is with my bloody left hip is not good. And I mean it's not good. Because it really isn't. I tell you what though, I have enjoyed playing this game. And I am enjoying making the content as well. Right, we send them out now.
There's a
Yellow flag, don't do it. Albon's binned it.
It's so wet for them out there.
Ooh, get it. Oh, there may be a bit of contact here with the red.
Crash as the car makes contact with the wall.
I have never seen a car slide off that way. Ever. That was almost like he was aiming for the barrier intentionally. Why would you do that? Anyway, speaking of why would you do that, here's 2 fast laps. And everyone else is in the garage and they're like, well, why would you do that? Well, it's simple, because we whipped it out, we slapped it down on the table, we big dicked it. We absolutely big dicked it. In other words, eat shit. That's what we're telling you straight away. And I can see one driver who's definitely eaten it straight away because they didn't send him out again. Oh, dear me. Have we lost both of the red... Well, no, we've got Lando still into... What the hell is Sergio Jerez doing in P5? More to the point, Drugovic in P5. It's Sergio Jerez in P4 and Wasser in P7. Jesus Christ. And we lose Stroll, Magnussen, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Piastri and Albon. And McLaren and Red Bull may go suck on my big, long, hairy... Alright then, on to Q3. And it's going to be better to go out towards the end. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out towards the end. Will it get to dry? Probably not. But I think the track will be in a good place where it may be going to what's known as an inter-slick. Where the inter just burns itself up and turns into a slick tyre. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's Meltzer, isn't it? Meltzer talking like an absolute melt.
So just confirm.
Oh, did we get held up by people? What a shock! Ocon binned it. That's interesting. Ocon has just literally drove into the wall. He stopped it in time and then decided, you know what, I choose violence on the wall. That's what he did. He's always choosing violence, right? We need to go again. Is it gonna get to dries? It's gonna be close, isn't it? And I mean, it's gonna be very, very close. But I think it just stays wet. Right, we go out again and we try again. And if anyone gets in the way, they're in trouble. Oh, we got clear runs. That's what we got. We got absolute clear runs. Anyway, we're going to look back for a change of this lap with Theo Pourchaire. As we head down the long straight down towards the first corner. It's a big old braking zone as well as Antonelli is slightly gaining. He's not gaining all that much as we go through turn 1, the big grandstands with all the Mexican fans, turn 2, and now into turn 3. The track is at 1.07 wetness. That is awfully, awfully close. Into the big braking zone at turn 4 and 5 now. If that was a dry DRS, it'd be wide open, but it's not quite dry. It's just not quite dry enough yet for it to happen. Now through 6 and 7, and now through the next through that staging section. Now turn 8, which will lead on to 9, then turn 10, turn 11 and 12 are slower than they actually look, although they're actually quicker than they actually look. Little kink as we head down into the stadium section. For turn 13, don't get it wrong. Antonelli's got purple in the first, Pourchaire purple in the second, and now turn 14, the big hairpin in the stadium section. Turn 15, nothing corner. Now turn 16 and 17, the Peralta corner. 2 corners to go, race to the line, and it should be a 1-2. Boom! Bang! Come on!
Currently P1.
It's what you love to see.
Okay, currently P2.
What you love to see. And the track just dried up at the right moment. I'm a genius sometimes. I'm a genius, and I do know why. Yeah, that's alright then. That's alright. That's alright. That's okay. We're on the 1-2 here at Mexico. That didn't rhyme at all. And it had no intentions of rhyming either. Let's go get prepared for the race then, shall we? Alright then, well, rather than usually for Mexico, it's going to be a wet race. A very wet race. This is going to get very, very interesting. In fact, look how wet it actually gets. That is atrocious. We may be wet until the end of the Grand Prix, which is a possibility. And if it is, we're all here for it, because that's going to mean it's a 1-2 for us. It's going to start off on inters, but then we're going to quickly go to that wet period. And when we do, we're going to have to bring them both in, and we're going to have to double stack them. We have no choice. We have no choice with that matter. We're going to have to do it. But anyway, have a good race, guys. The Constructors is won. The Pit Stop Challenge is won. Go and enjoy yourself. We're going to have no interaction with you whatsoever.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Well, they certainly appear calm and composed heading into this race.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. This is it. Here we go with the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Another wet race, another race we're probably going to end up dominating, knowing us. I hope we don't. I hope that... I hope we're going to end up with a decent race at least.
Copy.
But it is going to be... It's going to be weird because, like I said, we started on the inters. I'm surprised nobody started out on the wet tyres and just decided to go for them. Maybe it's just too drizzly to do that.
Increase and lift off, please.
Who knows? But Pourchaire already with a 1.5 second lead over Lando Norris. That's quite insane if you actually think about it. And when I say quite insane, what I mean is very, very much insane.
This one is involving Yuki Tsunoda. Everything's all right here. And the car just locks. And they ended up their own passenger.
It doesn't even bear thinking about. Because it's just so... I mean, what was you put into at this point? Because Theo is doing Theo things. And I mean doing Theo things.
Increase in lift and coast.
Let me just send this here as Norris has overtaken Pourchaire. Good. We'll we'll just carry on as the track has gone to damp now.
We're ready for you.
Yeah, it did dry out for a little bit, but it's now gone to damp and the rain is increasing massively. And I mean, look at the conditions out there. They're terrible. As I think Pourchaire's about to put a move on Norris for the race lead. That was a very good move there, but I think it's time for the wet tyres. I think it's very much time for the wet tyres to come out to play now. And in fact, we're going to get him in straight away. Norris is coming in. Antonelli's going to come in. I think we've got enough of a gap between the two that we can get him in and not hold any of them up. So wet's on. Oh, it was the perfect stop. It was the perfect stop. Although Kimi did have a bit of a slow one. But he's not like, what's his face, Sergio Jerez and disrespecting the Angels. Only a few of us came in though. Did we go too early though?
So P13 at the moment.
Did we go too early?
Gap at 3.7.
I don't think we did. Magnussen is locked
Here we are,
up
then, looking at
out
turn
there.
12. Oh, and the car locks up. Just unable to control the car by that point.
Interesting to say the least, but there are still guys out here on intermediates as Pourchaire overtakes Albon. They're still out on intermediates.
Here's the replay. So
They're all still out on intermediates. Theo's overtaking
The
someone into the stadium
opportunity begging to
section.
be
What are they
taken.
still doing out on intermediates here?
And the
It's
overtake is made.
absolutely heaving down with rain. This is Ferrari
Now, we
strategy
can see
you're
what
seeing
happened.
right in front of your eyes.
Right, we're down at turn 5.
We go to a plan
They
A or
decide
plan
to give
B.
it a go.
Let's go to plan something or other. I don't know which plan it is, but it's definitely not the plan that they all thought it was. As Antonelli makes moves on the Mercedes.
Yes, let's go.
These wet tyres are working a treat, an absolute treat. Pourchaire's past Piastri now. Piastri is still rolling out there on intermediates. He is still rolling out on intermediates. Why is he still out there on intermediates as Tsunoda is locked up into turn 1?
Here we go.
I
Heading into
have
turn 1. Very heavy on the brakes, and it's obviously proving hard going out there.
I have no idea what they're playing at.
Let's take a closer look. Right, let's have a look now. Around
Yeah,
turn
go
3.
turn 3. Lance Stroll's well, it's not turn 3. That's turn
The
4.
brakes couldn't cope.
Even
To be fair, though, even the best
even the
drivers
game,
in the world are going to struggle when the track's like
doesn't.
this.
That's a interesting shortcut from
Now,
Lance
we
Stroll
should
as
be able
Judas
to take a
Lawson
look
locks
here.
it up.
Here we are, we're looking at turn 11. The wheels just lock up there. And I
He
doubt
locked it
there's
up
going
into
to
the
be too
stadium
much
section, right in
criticism
front
after
of the
that,
crowd.
though, when you consider these conditions.
Perez is now locked up. Perez in front of his.
You can see just how much water is on the track. And there's the lockup. And they'll need to be mindful of the effect that that had on the tyres.
Let me just send this message quickly. Antonelli's battery is empty as Perez runs wide again.
And they just can't keep on the track. But all being
He just
well and
cannot
fingers
keep it
crossed,
on the track,
no lasting
can he?
damage to the car.
He just cannot keep it on the track.
Oh dear, oh
Recharge
dear,
is on
that's
as
not a
Hamilton
good
has
stop.
a
Over to
issue
you,
at a
Karun.
pit stop.
So here comes Lewis
Pit stop
Hamilton.
issues seem to be happening few and far between, but we've had 2 in one race today. 2 in one race. That's
And the car isn't released
very,
properly.
very interesting. Maybe it's just the slippery conditions that are helping out. Maybe it is. Norris overtakes Antonelli. Norris on the wet tyres. The track might be drying up a bit, but everyone has finally got the right tyres on. But it just seems to be that nothing much is seemingly happening. Got a yellow flag
looks like quite a big
flying out there.
Stay
Who's
well away
it
from
for?
Minetti.
Who's it for? We've got a crash involving multiple cars. It's going to be Logan Sargent. Who's he going to have a crash with? Oop! Who's he have a crash with? One of the Kick Saubers. That's who That's who he
While all that
had
was
a
happening,
crash
the crew
with.
in the garage
Presume
could do
that's
nothing but watch on.
Gasly back there. I think it's Pierre Gasly that's back there with Logan Sargent. No, it's not. It was Tsunoda. And speaking of Tsunoda, he's got bodywork damage, and well, that's another interesting spin that we see from the game. He's got a puncture as well. No wonder he binned it there. We are seeing some very interesting things happen at this Grand Prix. Very interesting. Anyway, it's time for the Inters
Very
now.
slippy in the box.
Time for the Inters. Gonna double stack again. Well, not quite double stack, but
Easy on the way into the
it's gonna
box.
be decent,
Yep.
shall we say?
Watch the lines
Yeah,
of
we're
exit.
Inters to the end of the Grand Prix here. This is going to be Inters to the end of the Grand Prix. Faster stop on Antonelli's team than Pourchaire's. That might help him out in the long haul. Norris is still out
So
there on
probably
wet,
need
though.
to-
If he stays out on the
Well done,
wet,
Norris and Curry.
then you're in trouble. Because we are now on the faster tyre, and we could
So
just
George
reel him in.
behind. Gap
We can
4.8.
reel him in quickly, and we can reel him in very, very quickly at this rate, with the track drying up as it is, as Sargent
Let's
locks
have a
it up
look
in
at
turn 1.
Conditions on track really not great.
What is going on here? We got people going
Well, you could
slow
see the
coming out the
lockup.
pit
They
lane,
took a gamble,
and
and it
we've
was
got
just
Logan
too
Sargent
late.
doing some kind of lockup. We just don't know what kind of lockup he's doing. 10 to go. We've got a
There's a big
yellow
accident
flag
on the start
flying
finish
out there.
straight.
Pourchaire leads this Grand Prix. Russell in
Whatever you're about.
P2.
This is Logan Sargent.
As Logan Sargent is in the wars again.
Not a lot of wiggle room
This
here.
time with
Oh,
one of the
cars there,
RBs. I think
unable
that's
to keep
Judas
out of each
Lawson that
other's
he's
way. A bitter
having
blow
an
too
argument
for
with.
more than one driver from the pack.
Well, I think it was Judas Lawson that he was having an argument with. It might have not been. It might have been someone else. Tell you what, though, I've got a heat patch on my back, and it's not doing my poor muscle any favours. It's not doing it any favours at all. I've got to send a comment now as what's going on here with Pourchaire.
Let's have a manage.
Nothing much. He's just
increase in pace
getting through
at this
traffic.
point.
But the rain is coming down harder. Oh, who's going to take? No, well, we've got one lap to go. No one's going to come in this weather. You've got to be really careful now, though. Really, really careful. We're going to take this last lap with Theo. Just look at the conditions out there. Absolutely horrendous. We just sent his comment. Go. Comment has been sent. Antonelli is gaining. Well, that's not George Russell. He's not gaining at all, is he? I've got the hiccups going here. Oh dear. I really have the hiccups bad, which is not good. Not good in the slightest. You got more chance of Russell catching Sainz than you have of Antonelli catching Russell. You can't even get past them because you got this Mercedes in the way. Who's this Mercedes? That's well, it's one of them because it's Albon or it's Hamilton. They've both been completely, absolutely lapped. But into the stadium section for the final time. And I think this has been, yeah. It's been another boring race. It's been another domination, but it's been a domination worth having. As out of the Peritala comes Theo Pourchaire to win the Mexican Grand Prix. Oh, this title fight is getting interesting. It's getting very
That's an amazing drive.
interesting. Oh, it just seems to be constantly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between the two.
Okay,
And
that's
we
the
love
checkered
it.
flag.
We absolutely love it. I am here for it. I love it. I am here for it. This is going to go down to Abu Dhabi, isn't it? This is going to go down to Abu Dhabi, isn't it? And we've got Brazil, we've got Vegas, and we've got Qatar still to come before we get to Abu Dhabi. Anything could happen with 4 races left in this championship. And just remember as well, if Antonelli doesn't win, we're going to a season 5. So, incentive for everybody.
Karun, what a brilliant drive we just witnessed there.
What a brilliant race that was for the team. They just did everything right. The driver included, of course.
Oh, that's a wonderful scene. The team getting their first chance to congratulate their driver on a job well done. A proud moment for a driver who fought so hard to earn their place up there.
And that victory takes them into double figures for the year. An incredible 10th win of the season.
A carnival atmosphere, as always, for the Mexico City Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They'll be absolutely delighted to have picked up the win here. What a great outcome that is for the team.
And that's it from us all here in Mexico City.
Coming up in the next round is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix as we head to Brazil. Join us next time at Interlagos.
Yes, it's Interlagos on Monday, as you would expect. But Theo Pourchaire, your race winner here in Mexico ahead of Carlos Sainz and George Russell. Antonelli is, well, struggling, shall we say. But struggling... Go away. Haven't a clue who you are, but go away. Can we get 1,000 points? It's still possible to get 1,000 points, isn't it? I have got the internet on, haven't I? Yes, I have. It's just some notifications are not showing up. Oh, now there's a notification that's... oh, it's just telling me about the weather. Wintry mix expected to end soon. I didn't even know it was snowing. I gotta go outside and check the window. Gives me a chance to wrap up. Well, that's another good haul of points in the book, and Antonelli still leading the championship. Well, taking it back today. Right, we have another ATR period. Driver development is all good. Oh, they're just developing at a rate of knots, and you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Why wouldn't you love to see it? Our affiliates, they're all developing. Oh, Maya hasn't really, but look at Oot. Just look at Oot. That development from Oot is mind-blowing. It's almost frightening. Well, I say almost frightening. It is. Imagine if we had seen her at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the career mode. Imagine. We'd have probably done a season 5, and it would have been Theo and Oot. We have loads of research on the go. We don't need to manufacture anything. I would say that is all done and dusted. Well, I would say so. Anyway, let's sort the pit crew out. See what my angels can do. So, what can we do in that gap around? Can we give them some gym training? Gym training is how you get these faster 1.8 second stops. Yes, we can do some gym training. Do some gym training on the run up to Vegas. Why not? We're slave drivers. We're going to make sure everybody is good. We're losing 2 on car release. I wonder why. Let me change that. Where's car release here? There it is, right there. Perfect. We can change the pit stop drill. That's easy for me to say, isn't it? I'm not drunk, I swear. Well, I say I swear. Why am I still here? Wasn't I fired? Oh, I'm alright to stay now, am I? Oh, okay. I quit. Yeah, whatever. Tell that to YouTube some of the time. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy that episode. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. Look at McLaren's shoddy stops. Yeah, look at your shoddy stops there. Playlists will appear all around. Go check out some more Rockstar Pool 69 content at your viewing pleasure. In the meantime, though, stay safe, be kind to each other. You can't be kind of quiet. No place for calm, kind to people. We'll see you tomorrow for Train Sim World. I believe it is the Goblin line tomorrow. Beginning of March tomorrow as well, which is all well and good. But that, ladies and gentlemen, another W episode, and I'll see you all back on Monday from Brazil.